These streets don't respect nobody, man. These streets don't care where you from, who you know, who your peoples is, what your people done did for the city, where you done came up at. They don't care what you doing in your life. They don't care about none of that. The streets only know one thing: to take, to kill, destroy. I feel for Gilly, man. He not one of these ones out here talking nonsense, talking at OG status and not using what he learned in those streets to make it better for the youngsters. Him and Wallow putting in that work. Every time I look at their platform, they giving $1 million worth of game on how to get about them circumstances. Leave that nonsense alone. That's what they talk about. And for the streets of Philadelphia to take his son, it's beyond ridiculous. I did a video months ago when the Tyree Nichols situation happened, stating my fears as a black father with a black son. And in that video, I stated I feared two things: the police, and for my son to run across young, angry men. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, when is it going to be enough? How many more of our sons have to be taken off this planet before we get it in our heads that there's other ways to resolve situations? That chain, that money ain't worth taking their life. That chain, that money ain't worth spending the rest of our lives in prison. When is that going to come about? Folks be doing nonsense over money they can get over time. They can get if they applied themselves. They can get if they honed in on their skill, talent. They want it overnight. Then they go spend 50 years in prison. Over $100,000. 15 years in prison, over $100,000. We have a major problem in our community. We don't value life. There are too many negative influences pushing our kids down the wrong path, and we're allowing it to happen. I know of someone who blindly shot into an apartment and killed a 9-year-old girl. Do y'all know what they called him where I'm from? They call him a real nigga. Like I said, man, y'all don't care about them people that's on y'all t-shirts. Y'all don't care about your homies. You don't care about your little homies if you let them go out into the streets. You don't care about them if you're not steering them in the right path. Y'all don't care about none of that. Y'all care about your neighborhood. How you care about your atmosphere more than people. How you care about your atmosphere more than life. How your neighborhood worth taking a life. There's no way we can say we love our people and continue to move the way we move. Seems like the only time we care about a black life is when it's taken by someone who isn't black. Gilly didn't deserve this, man. He didn't deserve that. I mean, what's the streets that don't respect the OGs?